punchers chance. Watch me lay these hands like a preacher gained a bunch of fans. Ain't about who the favorite, who the best. They a bunch of stands. Know I'm highly favored cause these fists got me out many jams. They say fight the power, but I got power to fight now. Know we gon' be barking at the way and tell them pipe down. Jab, right hook, uppercut, you see the light now. Now the crowd begging for the KO like right now. Never took an L with my chin up. Fold them like a sit-up. Trainer going pops, Craig, get up. Never took an L with my chin up. Fold them like a sit-up. This trainer going pops, Craig, get up.
Welcome to the Boxing Head Podcast, where everything stays in the square circle. I'm your host, CJ, Tez, and Grizz, the boxing enthusiast. We got a special guest. Listen, for all you watching, this is special because we are from the D. Let me let y'all know something. You know, you got Vegas, you got New York, you got all these other cities, and much respect to the fighters there. But Detroit, I don't care what nobody say, is boxing USA. Like, when you come here to Detroit, you get a straight history lesson. The gyms is like museums. And in those museums, you'll find some great fighters up in there. And, you know, I was fortunate enough to judge Kdoe's fight. And that's the first time I seen somebody get sent to the shadow realm with headgear on. So without further ado, I'm going to give my brother an introduction. So from Detroit, Michigan, coming out of Detroit Elite Boxing Gym. Shout out to coach, trainer, teacher. Hey, Coach Ray Carter is everything, man. So big shout outs to him. Kdoe has 10 wins in his amateur career, 0 losses. 7 of those out of those 10 wins by way of KO. And when I mean KO, it's not like they get back up and the ref say, hey, you want to – no, that's it, NyQuil. 2-time Detroit Golden Glove Joe Louis Most Promising Fighter Award. And let me tell y'all, if there was a train to take you to the shadow realm, Kdoe will be giving a lot of tickets, man. So let's give it up for our brother, Kiaryon Kdoe Brooks.
Welcome. Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Man, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling real good today, man. This is a great opportunity. I appreciate everything. I'm happy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Thanks. We happy to have you.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
And, you remember it was a rapper from Detroit named Kdoe. You remember him?
Yeah,
you ever heard of that?
Look, growing up, I ain't really like him like that. I ain't gonna lie, because I always felt like my name was unique. So when I started seeing his, I'm like, what is this going on? So, but I don't really get into it no more. He cool though. I listen to his music a little bit. He cool though.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yep. That's a throwback, G.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, man, you know, we're gonna start off with the first question. You know, of course, everybody want to know, you know, this guy we interviewing, man. So just tell us about, you know, how you started boxing and just, you know, just your story and how you just got into the sport.
All right, so pretty much how I started boxing was like, it was more so like a change of talent decision. So like I always played football from the time I was like 4 or 5 years old to graduating high school, and after that just pursuing junior college, whatever else. But what pretty much made the decision for me was my older brother. He 2 years older than me. He ended up going off to college first. He had a couple D1s, D1 AA's, and he didn't really want to stick to him because he just felt like he was Division I talent. I felt like he was too, but he always battled injuries, so that was just the thing. But when he went off to college, I kind of seen like how much of a load it was like on my mom and junk, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I could stay home and do something else. And then I had 2 little brothers up under me playing football too, so I'm like, they could take off. Me, I wasn't into like schooling like that, so like I wanted football bad, but it was always that question of like school. Like, bro, I went to a Ball State camp and almost got like offered basically right on camp. You know what I'm saying? It was like me and a guy named Nolan Givens. Like, we was balling at the camp, and basically they told me like, I need your transcripts, you know what I'm saying, just a little bit higher. That was the first time like I heard that from a college coach, but without hearing it from like a high school coach telling me like, you need to get on your stuff before these colleges be telling you your GPA this that. So right there, I knew it didn't make me lock in on school hard enough, so I knew I didn't love it. You know what I'm saying? That much. So afterwards, I basically said I need to do something else with my talent. So I was just like telling my mom, like, man, I want to be a fighter, and she was all for it. Like as soon as I kind of said it, she was like, so find a gym. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it. What you want to do? MMA. I'm like, bro, I ain't doing no kicking. I ain't doing no none of that because I think I could do the MMA for sure. Like I'm talented enough, but bro, I just think I they can
Yeah,
have.
just
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They can have that. These right.
yeah.
Boxing is king of all MMA. So I after I kind of proposed it to her, this was back in like 2017. I graduated high school 2016. So this was back in 2017 where I proposed it to her. We was living in Atlanta at the time. And when we moved back up to Michigan, it was like the first week in Michigan, she ran into a boxing trainer named Ali. I don't really know his last name, but he coached between here and Detroit. He was like on the back and forth thing. And he just told I mean, Atlanta between the Detroit. But he told my mom, like, bring him down to the gym, whatever. And right there, when she came home and told me, like, she met a boxing trainer at the grocery store, I'm like, this got to be destined. This
Yeah.
got to be destined. So
Yep.
right there, I went down to Crunk Gym, and I was down at Crunk for about a week. I mean, not a week, about a month. And my trainer now, one of his fighters, Albert came in. He came into the gym and he sparred everybody in the gym. And when I seen him spar everybody in the gym, I'm like, "Hey man, what gym you come from, man?" And then he told me his gym, and then that's how I kind of hooked up with Ray. But it was just crazy when I met Ray. Ray and my dad's sister was locker mates in high school, literally right next to each other. So all throughout high school, my trainer and my auntie was almost best friends because they, you know what I'm saying, grew up next to each other. So it's just crazy. Like I just think everything just happened for a reason. And ever since I walked into the gym with Ray, shoot, I full steam ahead ever since. I mean, I was full steam ahead at Crunk too. I just felt like when I was in there, I felt like they ain't believe in me the same way. I just felt like I was just another, because I feel like, you know, they probably get thousands or hundreds of fighters, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just felt like I was, I don't know,
You
treated
was there
like,
getting the workout.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they show me love to this day though. Like for all my fights and everything like that, bro. They show me love. They always like give me pointers in the back when they see me warming up, stuff like that. So shout out to Crunk. I love all they
For
fighters too. My boy Jair fight over there, so I like Crunk, man. They cool
Oh yeah,
people.
for sure, indeed. I'm gonna start off with G. Go ahead, G.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You go first.
Want me to go first? Okay, so
Yeah.
man, so I know that so you started when you was 19, right? So you started boxing when you was 19. Did you when you first went in that gym? I can tell you probably had your bags in the car already. Everything was ready to go. Because we know, like in boxing, you know, sometimes people put like, you know, put an age limit on things. So did you feel like that did you feel like you was catching up for lost time and you had to catch up, or was it kind of like, you know, I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna feel my way in, however it may go, you know, that's how it may go.
I definitely felt like, all right, like when I first started, I really didn't have no sense of how like boxing worked, like how younger kids really had the advantage. Like I knew how it worked in terms of just where I am, like, well, I can't do all of this fast punching and hitting the speed bag and you know what I'm saying, doing all of that, but I didn't know it was a difference in terms of like professional levels, like who really succeed in the amateur stuff like that. So I really didn't have that mindset until I started boxing and I fought somebody younger than me. And it was like, hey, because he's been training, you know what I'm saying? This is why he able to put that spanking on you. So that's what kind of gave me the realization. But I never had a limit on myself feeling like because I'm starting late, I can't really do certain things. But I did feel like because I'm starting late, every single day of boxing I gotta take serious. So I think I did work harder at the beginning with a chip on my shoulder. Like I started out the gate like running 4 or 5 miles a day, trying to, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't understand boxing shape. I just seen what boxers do, and I knew I played football. So, and I went to Farmington Hills Harrison, like one of the best football schools in Michigan. You know, so working hard there is nothing. So me transitioning to boxing, this was easy. Plus, I ain't have to gain the weight. You know what I'm saying? In football, you got to put on pounds and stuff like that. So I'm like, this nothing. But yeah, I still feel like I got the chip on. I feel like it's even more on my shoulder now because now I'm 26 years old and I see the guys like Devin Haney and Shakir Stevenson and you know what I'm saying, all of them. I see them winning, but bro, how I see myself is like, bro, just put me in the ring with them guys. I've been in the ring with guys who've been in the ring with them guys. So it's like, just put me in the ring with them guys, and I can show like, bro, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what time I started, I'm here.
I got a good question too, because before we start going to that point, I want to like rewind it back a little bit because, like you said, you transitioned from football to boxing, like, but football, we call it a real sport. Boxing ain't really a real sport. It's like it's a different nature in it. I mean, now as far as your childhood goes, what made you like? Were you fighting? Did you get that aggression from just childhood stuff, or was it just the contact in football that kind of built that bridge over into it?
I mean, I was yeah, it was. I would say it more so came from outside of football, but football helped me like mold who I am, like the animal that I am. You know what I'm saying? Like you put this beast to work, and you can show. You know what I'm saying? When I was playing football and I was more so like aggressive on the outside, it was more so like, man, bro, who you talking to? You know what I'm saying? It was more so a little aggression like that. Like, and I was a lot of my friends was like college athletes too, but like we was always into the girls and always, you know what I'm saying, on time like that. So it was a lot of conflict on the outside with me always being the one who not really caring about the social media image, and I was always the rah, 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 you know what I'm saying? So even if they had smoke, I'm catching they smoke for him, like, because I know bro really trying to, you know what I'm saying? I was really trying to get there too, but I'm gonna get there my own way. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really believe in like, colleges watching you and stuff like that. I ain't really believe in that,
Right.
so,
Yeah. See, the good thing is well, I just want to piggyback on that. We can go to the next question, but you know, football ain't gonna pay you to be that aggressive on the outside, you know. But boxing,
for sure.
somebody tomorrow, I'll knock you out. And everybody like, oh yeah, that's cool. That's what he do. So I think you may have found your twin. You know, you have found your where you supposed to be. So that's good.
Yeah,
that's good
for sure. That's what I love. That's what I love about boxing, because I'm one of them fighters who like, all right, I got a snappy edge and I could talk crazy like the Floyd, the Conor McGregor, but I also got that like chill, like, bro, you don't even, you know what I'm saying? So I think
some Detroit stuff, on some Detroit
yeah,
type
yeah,
of
yeah.
stuff.
So I think when I really kind of get into more of the boxing lifestyle, just being behind the cameras, all of that, you know what I'm saying, the attention is gonna be an interesting ride on how I, you know what I'm saying, play things out, because I could be a character or I could just be a ghost, you know what I'm saying? I want to play it.
That's what's up. Go ahead, Tez.
Hey man, first all I want to say shout out to JUCO football, man. I played JUCO football too, so shout out to you for that, man.
Yeah. Shout out to JUCO football, man. I was gonna go
that
for
grind,
sure.
man. I know that grind. But,
where you go to JUCO at?
Minnesota West.
Oh yeah, my brother was out there. You might know my brother.
Who?
Raekwon Carter.
He was there. I left when he came.
Oh yeah, so you know of him though for sure.
Yeah, you know Larry?
Yeah, Larry, that's my uncle.
Oh, okay,
yeah, so
that's crazy. That's crazy.
You was there with them?
Yep, Larry, my guy.
Yeah.
I went down there.
See, small world, brother. Small world. That's crazy.
Yeah, but my first question is: you say you switched from football to boxing. Who was a fighter that you like modeled your fighting after, like your favorite fighter?
Like when I started,
Yeah, like who made you interested in the boxing?
so but just Floyd and Roy Jones was the only two fighters I liked before. I ain't gonna say the only two that I liked. The only two that I really like kept track of, like who they be beating, who was on their resume. Like I liked other fighters, but I only liked them from like highlights or what everybody else said about them. You know what I'm saying? But like fighters like Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather, I actually like watched their fights. Actually, you know what I'm saying? Ran back, knew who was on their resume, stuff like that. But other than that, that was really I liked Roy Jones from the video game. As soon as I seen he was like unbeatable on the video game, I'm like, man, who is this dude, man? Who is he for real? And then Floyd, I always liked how Floyd was just he captured everybody's attention. You know what I'm saying? And I think I never seen him as a buoyant fighter. You feel me? He was always exciting to me. Like, bro, what he out there? You know what I'm saying? So I always thought Floyd was exciting to watch. But those two definitely got me like the boxing mentality. But when I got into boxing and I started to really watch fighters, really learn the history, really learn what people was doing, I started to mold my game after Tommy Hearns, Hector Camacho, and like Earl Spence. Bro, I love Earl Spence. Probably like, bro, I watched so much Earl Spence film. I just run it back because how I kind of see it is even the stuff that I see he do wrong, I see like, I mean, not even necessarily wrong, things that he could do better. Because I really don't feel like there's nothing wrong you could do in fighting. Everything kind of work, you know what I'm saying? And everything kind of don't work if it's defended properly. You know what I'm saying? So, but I look at the stuff that he kind of do that's like people will question, and I'll be like, I could enhance that about myself because I feel like I'm a better athlete than a lot of these dudes anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I could do a lot of different stuff. Like, so I think some people be robotic or not rhythmatic enough, or you know what I'm saying? Footwork, whatever. Teach me, show me. I could do it. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? But
that's what's up, man. It's funny you said Errol Spence because
Oh man,
that's our guy.
yeah,
for real,
That's our guy. That's our guy.
hey man, my heart still broke, man. Hey,
Woo, bro.
shout out to my boy Earl, man. Any day, man. I come down there to Texas, man. Show out with the man down boys, man. But
Man, that's what
that breaks my heart to this day, man. I still want that.
Hey, bro, that almost took me out of boxing, bro. I went to bed early. My phone was blowing up. People, you know, all the Crawford fans. And big shout out to Crawford too, man. Crawford had a masterful performance,
Hey,
man.
That fight put me in debt, man. That fight put me in debt, man. Depression, man. I don't know, man. I was trying to tell all the Floyd fans, y'all ain't never seen your favorite fighter lose. You don't know what it feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Woo. Man,
It's all good though.
Me, man.
but yeah, man. So we talked about the start of you know, how you got into boxing and a little bit about yourself. So I'm gonna take you to now that you're in the amateurs now. What was the most memorable thing that you've encountered fighting in the amateurs? And the reason why I say that is because like when I did the clinicals, you have a lot of fighters who like check in. Man, it was a lot of fighters that would come up to me like, "Hey, man, so who I'm fighting?" I'm like, "This guy." He'd be like, "I whooped him in sparring." Y'all about to see it, man. I had so many fighters talking crap in the back end on who they fighting. So, what was your most crazy encounter?
All right, I had I say it's two.
Okay.
The very first one was my very first fight ever. I fought a dude. He turned pro now. His name like Marcus the Shark Wilson. I fought him. It was my very first amateur fight, right? And I was kind of late. To the weigh-ins. I was unorganized. I lost my fight book, all type of stuff. But we was like the last. It was like 5 fighters weighing in. And as I was walking in, the referee was telling him like, "Man, weigh in right now, and so we could just have your weight for when your fighter get here." He was like, "Man, I ain't weighing in until He was like, man, I ain't weighing in until he get here. Ain't no point in me stepping on the scale. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, is you scared or something? Because I think this your opponent. He was like, I think this your opponent right here. So he turned around and looked at me. And he said, man, that's easy work. And he got on the scale. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy because I never had like controlled stuff talk like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you talking crazy like that, we about to squabble in the locker room right now. We ain't even gotta make it out there, you know what I'm saying? So I just took that like, oh yeah, he think it's that. But he was like 5 fights in, you know what I'm saying? You know, in boxing, you like when you novice, like that first 1 to 5, y'all all in the same range. I think he was on his last novice fight, you know what I'm saying, at that time. So it was another little chip on my shoulder because they were telling me like he experienced, bro. He already been fighting, whoop. So I'm like, all right, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Second round, I got the knockdown. He was one of the fighters I did knock out though. Yeah, but I got the knockdown though for sure.
Second round too. So did he give you respect after that, or was he just like whatever?
Yeah, it's always been respect after that. He always like show love on social media and stuff, and like now we know a lot of like mutual like people, like friends and stuff like that. But I always make sure they remind him like, hey, I got that W, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I just looked him up on Instagram, man. And I see him on here hitting the heavy bag. He don't look like no chump either.
Yeah. He was also bigger than me too. Like he turned pro at like 147. I be trying to tell people like, bro, I actually never fought a dude my actual size. Like every single one of my fights, if we go check the weigh-ins, I'm at least 10 pounds, 8 pounds smaller every time.
And you knocking them out.
Knocking them out. Even when the Golden Gloves that you seen me fight at, bro, I weighed in at 149. And both my opponents weighed in at 55 and 57. And I knocked both of them out. And then in 2022, both my opponents weighed in at 160. And to this day, they both fight at 168 and 175.
Wow.
And I'm fighting at 140 still. So
you knocking them out with headgear on. That's crazy.
Bro.
I
was just gifted, bro. I just think God just really, you know what I'm saying?
Who you think you got that? Who you think you got that strength from? Your daddy or your mama? See, we can start some confusion.
That my mama telling my mama for sure. I'm gonna let her have it. But bro, I don't watch my dad do some stuff, man. So
Yeah.
She'll know. But my mama got them hands though. I ain't gonna lie. My mama got them hands. I'm gonna have to bring out a training clip or something to show y'all. Like she got technique like a boxer. But
yes. So being fresh out of Detroit, man, like who you be listening to when you when you're doing your thing? You know, there's a lot of artists out here. And matter of fact, we'll double that question. Who you listen to, and just say you went pro, you know, a year from now or whatever, or very soon. Who would you want out of your playlist to walk you out? Yeah.
It's a couple artists. It's a couple artists to walk me out though. To walk me out is tough. It's tough because I got a lot of friends. I got a lot of friends who make music and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that come first, regardless for me. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. All of the fame and fortune like that. So for sure, I say like my boy Muda X9. Y'all could look him up, or Muda 9X. My bad, Muda 9X. Okay. Y'all could look him up. J Bolin. Y'all could look him up. I like T.O.B. Duke. He kind of like got a little out here. He did with like Polo G and all of them. He got signed by them and stuff like that. But like outside of that, I mess with Skilla. I mess with Babyface Ray. I mess with GT. I mess with Peasy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Got a rep.
Yeah, for sure. Skilla would be nice, man. I feel like that's relevant too. You know, youngin coming up, Yep. I feel you.
Skillet hard.
Yeah. That's what's up. And then, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I was gonna say, who you think your dream matchup is gonna be against? If you could
My
pick
dream
somebody
matchup.
right now that you like, oh yeah, I think I can get that one. I want to go head to head and get that spot. Who you think it'd be?
I mean, truth be told, the biggest chip that I like was grinding for real. Like I really wanted to get in the ring was Devin Haney. I even like mentioned Bill Haney. I mentioned Devin Haney like every day, bro. Like last summer, like bro, let's just spar, bro. Let's get in the ring because all right. So I got in the ring with a pro. I don't know, Devontae Shoemake. He a boxer out of Detroit. Y'all know him? Yeah. So
I've heard of Shoemake before.
Yeah, I was sparring him, and his coach was saying like he got direct contact with like Devin Haney and Bill Haney, and Shoemake a 147 pro. You know what I'm saying? So that was another pro that like I just got good work on. You know what I'm saying, in the ring with, and it just like let me know that like bro, I could really make that switch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I when he said that, it just really made me go harder. Like bro. Yeah. These fighters, like this, not like me trying to get a one-on-one with Kyrie Irving or DK Metcalf. You know what I'm saying? Like these pro fighters is really like this close. So it's like Devin Haney really motivated me to like, you know what I'm saying, want to really push to that next level and get in the ring with. But I think my dream matchup or biggest head-to-head clash should be I like Keyshawn Davis, Abdullah Mason.
Yeah.
I definitely want to get in the ring with them guys. I want to get in the ring with Shakur Stevenson too. I want to get in the ring with it's what's his name, man? I don't like this dude, man.
Is it Floyd Schofield?
No, not Floyd Schofield.
Is he at 135?
Yeah, he at 135. I can't remember his name, but he came up. He like a Mexican. He under Golden Boy.
Pitbull? Oh no.
No, not Pitbull. He more so like on the prospect end.
Zepeda?
No, not Zepeda.
Vargas?
The Vargas.
Emilio Vargas?
No, not Emilio, but I don't like them either, man. I want to get in the ring with any one of them. They could see me right now. I'll debut with one of them. I promise. I'm so confident in myself because, like, bro, I really been in the ring with fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like, my amateur record is only 10-0, but like, bro, I really been in the ring, bro. I really been in the gym. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's a difference. I know it's a difference between fighting and sparring, but I know people much rather have the sparring version of me than the fighting version of me because if y'all see those two videos, it's a completely different energy, a completely different, you know what I'm saying, animal. But Mark Castro, man, that's his name, man. Mark Castro. I want to beat Mark Castro right now today. He just
well, Mark, hopefully you get that message.
Yeah, hope you get that message, Mark.
Tell Mark send me a contract, man. As soon as this knee heal, man, I'm on
it. Don't duck. Don't duck, Castro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be looking forward to see that Devin Haney fight. Like, I'm gonna be real, bro. I think you'll be sending Devin Haney to go see the Wizard of Oz in 5 rounds.
See, this is why I kind of always wanted that fight is because, bro, before I always respected Devin for like how he beat people and how he outboxed people. But bro, I'm a real good analyzer, bro. I've been seeing like Devin Haney problem wasn't that he can't outbox people. It's really that, bro, he ain't got that second level dog. When Ryan was tearing him up, it wasn't that he could outbox Ryan. He knew he could get up and outskill him. Bro, never in his mind did it change to, bro, I'm about to kill this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that's what bring him down a notch because if somebody get in the ring like Ryan and just throw the skills out the window and be like, bro, I'm just about to take you out of there.
Yep.
He ain't got nothing in return for that. But
Yep.
That's not gonna beat everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
gonna beat a lot.
yeah.
Gonna beat everybody. So I just been seeing it in them like, bro, if you touch that chin the right way, you know what I'm saying? You really put some paws on him, you really put some pressure on him. And real life, I feel the same way about Shakur Stevenson. I feel like, bro, he been in there with a lot of guys who ain't really pushed the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Edwin De Los Santos was a big puncher, but was he a big puncher with skills? Did he know how to use? You know what I'm saying? Did he know how to use it? You could go get a trash can Smojo off the street and be a big puncher like Tank. That don't mean he could really apply. You know what I'm saying? What he doing like Tank. So everybody in boxing can punch to a certain degree. So I just think Shakur, what's gonna show his greatness is when he really in the ring with somebody who really like all balls to the walls. Bro, I don't care about you, none of that. I'm still here with a 3-4 jabs. 1-2, 1-2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what I hear you saying is until he fights somebody who's capable of beating him, we'll see the best way what he has to offer.
Yeah, exactly.
We feel the same way.
I don't put Shakur at the top of 135 just yet.
We haven't saw somebody fight Shakur who wasn't scared. The moment somebody tells Shakur like, "Hey, shut up! No, we fighting." Like that's what it is. Everybody's like, "Oh, I'm so happy to be in the ring with you," and you know what I'm saying? They just get in their head. Too much respect, and that's why I feel like he don't really want to fight Tank because Tank just got that thing in his head where he just, all right, you dead. You know what I'm saying? And that's when it's gonna be like all them jabs ain't working, all that track star running ain't gonna work, and he don't want to be hunted down like that. So yeah, you're right, bro. I hear you on that one.
That's why he signed the deals the way that he signed them when he had the Tank fight on the floor and he went over the match room, bro. Because right now, today, in every interview, he's saying, "I want Tank next. I want Tank next. I want Tank next." If you really wanted that, you had that on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody will point the finger at Tank, but it's like Tank can do what he wants. So he could send everybody a contract. If y'all not gonna jump on it, then it don't matter. If you're gonna sit here and complain about, well, I need an extra million. Well, I need an extra this. You don't really think you can beat Tank. You just want to be there. You want to be there and you want to show that you was able to do such and such. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's what kind of I think that's what benefit Lamont Roach. He was in that space of kind of like, let me just get this check. But since he been in a ring with Tank, he knew like, man, I could really win this. I could really win this. So just that edge of really feeling like he could really win that is what gave it an even, you know what I'm saying? I don't think Lamont Roach won, and I scored it 7-5, 8-4. So
hey, bro, that's a great analysis, man. Look, so we're gonna go to commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna start off. Ted's gonna drop a question to you, but after the commercial break, I was able to capture a video of one of your KOs, and later on, I'm gonna have you tell everybody the story about this one guy that you knocked out in the story when y'all encountered each other after the fight.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so after the commercial break, we're gonna talk more with Kdoe.
All right.
Nothing in this world can stop the sunshine.
Welcome to the Resilient Radio Stream YouTube channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys are enjoying the interview, man. This is some Detroit greatness that y'all witnessing. I hope y'all enjoying. We're gonna get right back to the interview. I just want to let y'all know after the podcast, tune in to the Resilient Radio stream. YouTube channel, or you can not YouTube channel, but the actual app, or you can go to www.resilientradio.net and check out DJ Butter with the What Up Doe show. Man, he got some underground hip hop music, and he is a real misser. You know, a lot of DJs don't really miss like they used to. Also, we got another new show alert with DJ Bummy. So this will be Thursday from 4 to 5. Man, she's real great with the house music miss, and she misses as well. Great miss. And also, we got coming up, we got jazzing with Blakes. So if you don't like rap, if you don't like the variety music, and you just a jazz person, this is something for you. Make sure y'all check this out. And make sure y'all support, man. I love me some jazz, and check out Blake's Jazzing with Blake's. He's very well versed when it comes to this jazz music. So I hope y'all enjoyed his interview. I know we've been talking about Kdoe's KOs. I want to show y'all a clip of a video, man. Usually I say Shadow Realm, man, but I think he sent this guy to go see the Wizard of Oz to get a new chin. So here we go. I wasn't supposed to laugh, man. Look, big shout out to the fighter that made it through, man. But yeah, that chin is for sure. Yeah. Before I'm gonna pass it to Tez, I'm gonna go through the comments. We got some comments. We got 6-4-6-7 present. He said you're, and then he said he's in Vegas right now. We got Pops. Big shout out to Pops.
Pops.
Shout out to the Resilient Radio. And you know what, Kdoe? This is funny because these comments dropped it before you even said that you wanted to fight Devin Haney. We got K-Time. He said, we want Haney. Pops came back and said that you can beat him. USA 375 said 100. And then Pops jumped back and said, I can't wait till you knock Haney out and retire him for good. And then we got people for real. I hope I got that right. Please don't get in the ring with the damn running man. He talking about Shakur Stevenson. He said you can't push the issue when that nigga run 4-2 in the 40. He said Shakur ain't gonna fight nobody. He run the 4. And then shout out to Potty Product.
Potty Product.
Big shout out. He said,
They
for sure, we
hilarious,
appreciate
man.
you. But go ahead, Tez, man. We gonna start, man. We gonna start it back in.
All right, bet. You said Floyd was one of your favorite fighters. So I used to love Floyd. His pull counter. I used to love when he do that. Like, do you got a signature move or a favorite combination that you do?
Yeah, I think one just like a pull right hook, kinda, bro. It's like just like how y'all kind of seen in the knockout video he just showed. It's like I got a timing on a lot of people 1-2. So it's like as soon as they really let go of the 2, that's when I just throw like it's kind of like a hook off, but I gotta pull they 2 first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's always money for me. Or just my straight left hand down the pipe, 2-3, a clean 2-3, bro. Every time, if I want to like equalize a round, or if I want to like, you know what I'm saying, like my trainer kind of like annoying me in the corner, like I might be winning the round but not winning it good enough. That's how I even the stakes right there. I just step to him with a pow pow. I got so much, you know what I'm saying, power in both hands. Every time it land, I just see the facial expression change on, you know what I'm saying, whoever I'm fighting. So
Yeah.
That always either buy me time or, you know what I'm saying, equalize what I need to.
Yeah.
For sure. Hey, I got like a little rapid fire thing I want to put you through. It's like just some fantasy matches. All you got to do is name who you think could take the victory, and we gonna try to go through. It's about maybe 8 to 10. I just want to pick your brain and see who you think gonna win these. All right. Fight number 1: Mayweather versus Pernell Whitaker.
Mayweather.
All right. Tommy Hearns versus James Toney.
Tommy Hearns.
Roberto Duran versus Henry Armstrong.
Ooh. I'm gonna go Durant.
All right. George Foreman versus Sonny Liston.
Foreman.
Gotta give it to him.
Yeah.
Klitschko versus Larry Holmes.
Ooh, I like that one. Larry, I'm gonna go Larry Holmes. I'm gonna always go us.
Sugar Ray Leonard versus Oscar De La Hoya.
Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard in my top 5.
Facts.
Manny Pacquiao versus Julio Cesar Chavez.
I got a bias towards both of them guys, but I'm gonna take Pacquiao because I'm not really a big fan of Julio Cesar Chavez boxing like that.
Okay. Marvin Hagler versus B Hop.
Mm.
I'm gonna go B Hop because I feel like that's a bias. I feel like me and B Hop closer in style and all of that type of stuff than me and you know what I'm saying, Hagler. I always every time I like study a Hagler fight, the only thing I could like take from it and put to myself is just the poise, the calm, the breakdown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not really into how he really move and throw his, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you.
But
Next
Hagler
one.
hard.
Mike Tyson versus Joe Frazier.
Tyson. I'm Tyson. But I think Frazier is the better. I think he the better boxer, better fighter.
Got you.
All right, couple more. Sugar Ray Robinson versus Marvin Hagler.
Sugar Ray Robinson, that's my favorite fighter. He the
GOAT.
He the GOAT for sure.
Rocky Marciano versus Roy Jones Jr.
Roy. Roy.
Muhammad Ali versus Joe Louis.
Joe Louis. I'm a big Joe Louis fan. I ain't really that big of a Muhammad Ali fan, but what's crazy is my son mom right now, her grandma like used to hang out with Muhammad Ali. She got pictures and stuff with him in the house and all type of stuff. It's crazy.
Wow.
He used to be right where I'm at. He used to be right over here, so it's crazy.
All right, my last one. My last one. Last and final one. Sugar Ray Leonard versus Floyd Mayweather.
Sugar Ray. Oh man. We going 12 rounds or 15?
12.
12. I'm gonna go Floyd. I feel like Floyd just I think Sugar Ray is the more talented fighter, but I think Floyd he gonna understand how to win quicker. He gonna understand how to win the fight before the fight start. Sugar Ray not gonna figure out how to win until it's like 3, 4, 5 rounds in. You know what I'm saying? At that point, you too late. Floyd already up. He ain't gonna let you. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna let you steal it.
There you go.
I think Floyd will take it.
Yep, that's the end of the fantasy matchups, man. That's good. That's good. You had some good ones. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
Some of them was biased. That Roy Marciano, that was biased. I'm taking Roy over a lot of people though.
Oh yeah, fast, especially a prime Roy.
Man, but I don't even count Roy after his prime. I treat that like how UFC fighters get treated. Like, man, they was just out there fighting for the love of the sport. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like UFC, bro, look at fighters like Izzy, bro. You could lose 4 or 5 times in a row, and the people still gonna love you. People still gonna watch you. It's only in boxing you can have a questionable fight, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't really gonna show love to you no more. Look at Tank. I feel like Tank lost some fans just because it was a draw. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I just think that's rah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
this
rah
new
rah.
Yeah.
era. Yeah.
Mm.
So look, man. So I'm gonna show you this picture. So this picture, y'all, is when I was actually at this fight. This is my first day. I couldn't believe it, man.
Look
Like
at my brother Duke.
he literally sitting down like he was on the couch watching the game, and I was like, it was the crowd was crazy. It went crazy in there. But
Can Tez
you
hear
have a
me?
story behind this, though.
Can you pull it back up? Can Tez
Yeah.
hear me? You see the iPhone right there, right in front of the ref?
Yeah. Oh, that's Larry.
That's Larry. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's Larry right there.
that is.
That's
Okay.
crazy. But yeah, so the story behind this knockout, right? This dude, after I knocked him out, so he came. I guess he came from MMA. He was already an MMA fighter. This was his first time like doing a boxing tournament. So when I knocked him out, he was saying, like, he told me after the fight, like, bro, I ain't never been knocked out before, bro. That was the hardest I ever been hit. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff. So we go past all of that. It's like, bro, 2 years later, he catch me out at like at an event, at a boxing event, like called the Transformation Lab. They was hosting a boxing event, and he was fighting in the event, and I was really there training one of my fighters, you know what I'm saying, to just fight in the event. But he ran up on me like, bro, ain't you that Kdoe dude? And I'm like, yeah, how you know? I'm not really like, you know what I'm saying, big on social media and stuff like that. So like this random dude just coming up to me asking me this, it was like different, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Yeah.
how you know? He was like, bro, you knocked me out. He was like, man, he said, man, I've been stalking your social media. He said he was stalking my social media, bro, ever since the day I knocked him out. And he said he was training for me. He said he was training to get back in the ring with me, but he started to see I started getting better and better. And he was like, man, bro, I'm gonna just leave him alone. So he just told me that day. He told me that day, like, man, bro, I respect everything that you do, bro. I mess with you, you know what I'm saying? You still to this day, he never really got back into boxing, you know what I'm saying, because of that. But it's just crazy that he was at a gym. He was at a gym. It's now called Punch Town Boxing.
Yeah.
Coach Noah. I had met Noah on TikTok before I fought that dude. I mean, after I fought that dude, I met Noah on TikTok. Me and Noah fought in the same weight class. And when Noah seen me knock him out, he was like, hold on, bro. I might be done with boxing, bro. Ain't no way you my size and you doing that to people. You know what I'm saying? So me and him had grew in boxing just from that situation too. And it was just crazy that they end up knowing each other. I think they was like at that event together or something like that. So it's just crazy, bro. How it's a small world out here.
Yeah. And my man's ended up going back to MMA, right?
Yeah, he ended up going back to MMA.
That's crazy. He'd rather take an elbow or a knee to the face than to get hit by Kdoe again.
No fake, man, but I got some crazy stories, man. I wish, man, I had so many. After that, I had so many people pull out of fights. They basically turned me open class too. After that was when those two fights was my third and fourth fight. So after that, they turned me open class right after that. So I didn't even make it, you know what I'm saying, all the way to the 10, really, to, you know what I'm saying, even turn open class. So I could really fight whoever, whenever, right now. But I just think that my journey been prolonged, bro, by so much. With me starting in 2019, the next year COVID happening. During COVID, I got 3 children, you know what I'm saying? So having my kids, every kid was a break, you know what I'm saying, from boxing. I had to get surgery on like my forearm back in 2021. I don't know if y'all can really see or not, but it's
a little dark.
Yeah, it's dark, but it's a little keloided or whatever. But I had to get glass removed out my arm. A window broke on my arm, and the glass got lodged in it. You can see it on like my social media pages, my TikTok. Whoever follow my page, they'll be able to see it. But that happened. That took me out for a year. I had lost feeling all through here.
Mm.
We ended up losing our gym. I was at hands-on boxing. On 7 Mile in the Lodge in 2022. We basically ended up losing the gym and having to put together the new gym that we got now on the Detroit East Side, Detroit Elite Boxing.
Yeah.
All 2022, we was putting that together, and right when we finished the gym, I broke my hand. So 2023, I was recovering. I mean, not 2022. That was in 2023. So in 2024, I was recovering. I was recovering from the broken hand, and then as I got back to fighting, you know what I'm saying, my knee happened at the end of last year in October. So in my fight in October, my knee happened. So it's just, you know what I'm saying, it's just been a long journey, a long road with boxing. And I never stayed out of the gym, like no matter what happened. I moved to Chicago for a year. Like when my arm was messed up, I had moved to Chicago for a year, and I was still just out there just training. I think that's where I really like develop my style and everything. Like I didn't have my coach or nothing out there, but I was just every day in the mirror, shadow boxing, just with myself, with my thoughts. I'm watching the Shakira, the Devin Haney, the Ryan Garcia, and I'm watching everybody talk about these dudes, and I'm like, bro, I don't see y'all the way that y'all see them. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they that good, bro. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I respect them 1000%. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not hating on none of them, but I want to get in the ring with them though. You know what I'm saying? It ain't I'm not no fanboy to none of them. So it's like I'm not trying to hear none of that. I want to show
Yeah,
y'all what I
and I understand exactly what you mean, and most of that is product of just being with a big promotional company, because they're just going to
Mhm.
flood the market with all this information and give them all these fans as well. So I
Yeah,
feel like we
exactly.
thinking about it the same way as well. Like they probably
Mhm.
they're good. Don't get me wrong. They didn't get to where they got off nothing, but
Right,
at the same
exactly.
time, like it makes sense that you feel like, oh yeah, put me in the ring with him. Because if you had a
Man,
big
what?
promotion company, they'll be thinking the same thing about you. Yeah,
1000%, bro. I got
absolutely.
7 knockouts, bro. I done knocked people out in 16-ounce gloves, bro. You know what I'm saying? I rarely fight fighters who 140 pounds, 130 pounds, 150
Hmm.
pounds. So you know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
never fought in an 8-ounce glove, a 10-ounce glove before, so I know my power is real. I know you really put me in them little baby gloves, bro. All it's gonna take is me getting experience, and then me being at 135, 140. People don't know, like I'm 6'1", bro. I'm taller, I'm bigger than all of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Realistically. Now, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, all of them, they're a little bigger than me. They walking around in the 160s, and I
Yeah.
never I never been 160 in my life. The biggest I ever been was like 158, 159. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's how I know. Another reason why I know, like, bro,
We got to get
just
him in there with Frank.
get me in there. Yeah, yeah. Frank Martin.
Yeah.
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 Man, I don't look, man. A lot of them guys, they done messaged me on like on Twitter and stuff like that. They probably don't remember too deeply, but I know, you know what I'm saying. I know that Devin
Hmm.
Haney know me for sure. Hey, me and Devin Haney, I know Devin Haney know me for sure.
Stop
Finna
running,
send him
Devin.
this interview. Bill Bill Haney. Bill Haney told me he said keep working and one day you just may be able to get beat up. And I said, all right, I'm gonna take that as y'all hear me, y'all see me. I know.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
stepping
We
stones
need
to
that, Haney. We need that.
Yeah.
for sure.
So man, so we so I know you're gonna be doing your pro debut real soon. So
Mhm.
what's your goals for like your pro career? Like, you know, some people want to be undisputed, some people just want to be, you know, a 3 division champ.
All right, so my goals is pretty much is let the really let the river lead me to the ocean for real. Like I'm on a timeline in terms of like age and all of that. Like I don't really want to box till I'm 40. You know what I'm saying? So when my
Right.
body really feeling like, man, I ain't trying to train, I ain't trying to be in the gym.
Hmm.
How much y'all paying? All right, I'll do it for that. You know what I'm saying? When I get to
Mm-hmm.
that point, I'm out of boxing, but I definitely wanna be a 2 division world champ for sure. So 35, 40, most definitely. I definitely want to capture titles at 35. I don't really care to be like undisputed or nothing like that at 35, but like 40, I definitely want to capture all the belts. If I move up to 47, I don't really know how my body will grow, considering they used to tell me when I first started boxing, like, as you get older, bro, you ain't gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying, be like this small or whatever. But like, bro, I'm smaller than when I first started boxing, because they didn't know, like, I was coming from football, you know what I'm saying? So I really still had kind of football meat on me for real. But now I think I still got a thin frame. I'll probably max out 47 for real, but I definitely want to finish with big fights at 47. Like I said, I get that Haney on the flow. I get any of that on the flow. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want that smoke. I definitely want the money, but for sure, undisputed at 140.
I also want to ask you too, as far as boxing, we already know it's a dangerous game. You know what I'm saying? And I really want to just ask you, what's the best advice that somebody gave you, or just about just the nature of boxing and going in, being successful and getting out? What's the best advice somebody gave you that just stuck with you?
I say my trainer, bro, really, my trainer give me the best advice just overall. Like, he really like my mentor, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I give all props to him for a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But he told me, just in boxing, one, we not gonna rush the process. We not gonna rush. Like, I feel like I could have turned pro 2-3 years ago, but now seeing myself today, I understood why he like, nah, we gonna keep on. You know what I'm saying? But not rushing the process. That's one. Just let the process, you know what I'm saying, let you fall into it. Then to last long in this sport is to be smart in this sport, and to be smart in this sport is to take as least punishment in this sport. So when I first got into boxing, because I knew, for one, I was always a street fighter, but because I knew I had so much power, I always wanted to you know what I'm saying, every sparring session, you know what I'm saying. I didn't really care for it, but I started to see, like, when I started to get in there with people who really cracking back right with me, and you know what I'm saying, they hitting like I'm hitting, I'm getting headaches, and I'm like, hold on, man, time out. This ain't how you want to lead a gym every day.
Right.
Putting that into perspective, it changed everything about how I trained, how I thought, how I moved, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I became a way better fighter just off of that. I'm not in there trying to go blah, blah, blah. I'm not in there trying to spar every single day, 100%. Let's get this work, you know what I'm saying? You taking days off, you recovering, you focusing on different aspects of the game. Some days we strength, some days we working on endurance, some days we working on just skill. We might not even pick up gloves, weights, nothing. We literally just moving our feet, moving our hands, instructions, you know what I'm saying? So you got to just develop yourself in the game like that versus spar, fight. Balls to the walls, you know what I'm saying? So I think that was some of the best advice ever given to me in the sport, because if I didn't take that, I feel like I'd be like one of them sparring, drunk, slurring, you know what I'm saying, fighters already type of thing. So because I seen it happen. I feel like I seen it happen. I was when I first started, I seen a dude in the gym regular. All it is, he was a pro though. All it was blah, blah, blah. Bro, by my 3rd, 4th year in, bro, he like, look. And I'm like, bro, what's going on, bro? What's going on? It's crazy.
That hard sparring. But before we close out, oh no, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kay.
I was saying just seeing fighters go from regular to punch drunk, like seeing them just get tapped on the chin every little, it'd be crazy.
Before we close out, man, tell everybody, where to follow you at, if you got anything.
Hold on, let me ask one more question. Let me ask one more question. All right. So you said y'all gonna take your time with going pro. So do you plan on like traveling to go get work, like Vegas or Florida or
Yeah,
Baltimore?
yep. Most definitely. I think that was really our whole plan for like this beginning half of this year and like the back half of the last year before I got injured. I was on such a great pace, bro. I was working so hard, bro. I ran 210 miles between July and August alone. That averaged out to like 4 or 5 miles a day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, bro, I was in like the best shape of my life. I was really focused on, you know what I'm saying, making that switch. I was full steam ahead. So I think when I get back off of the injury, it's just gonna be getting back to the steps, try to get myself back to 100% without restriction, and then go back into just sparring, getting that good work, get as many tournaments or whatever as I can just to get back into the atmosphere of winning or whatever. And then I think summertime 2026, we should be locked and loaded in somebody ring casino with my hand raised. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yes, sir.
Most definitely.
Yes,
Most
sir.
definitely.
Okay.
So
That's what's up. Yeah. So tell everybody, where they can follow you at, if you got anything, coming up,
Coming
all right, y'all can follow me on TikTok at Kiaryon Kiary and then the letter N, and then you can follow me on Twitter at Champeo CHAMPEAO Kdoe, and those are the only two social medias I really got. I be on and off the Instagram stuff, man. I feel like Instagram really like a hating app, like on Twitter they show me love, you know what I'm saying? Like it be random people that, you know what I'm saying? I discovered CJ just off, you know what I'm saying, the conversation on Twitter, and look how much we got in common, look how much it just ran into us. So just off him showing genuine love back to me, we was able to create this platform. So I just feel like Instagram just a bunch of watchers and they be hating. They just you know what I'm saying? So I'm on TikTok and Twitter for sure.
Facts.
for sure.
What about you, G? You got anything before we close out?
Nah, man, I'm gonna definitely follow you on Twitter. And yeah, man, it's just good having you. It's good to see you from Detroit, man. I'm ready to see you get out there and have good success. So 2026, I'm gonna definitely be tuned in. I'm gonna definitely be shouting you out and letting everybody know, that I got that I just talk to all the time about boxing about you, and we want to see you out there, man. We want to see you get good, get what you
Most
deserve.
I appreciate that, man. I wanna come down there. I wanna keep you as a source too. You got some boxing plugs, boxing work down there, 1000%.
Sure do.
I'm gonna be coming down there to work. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, for sure.
that's all I'm looking for at this point is just real good, solid work and just being able to just showcase my skills with other fighters. That's what I look for real. Like, bro, I ain't running from the smoke. I'm running to the smoke because, bro, I can't call myself great without, you know what I'm saying, really. Man, I wish I was in them rankings right now, bro. I really, man, the Elvis Rodriguez, the whoever, bro. I want them all, everybody that y'all name, bro, because I feel like the fighters who do that, like example, Virgil Ortiz, the fighters who do that, they get better and better every time. Even if they didn't think they could, you know what I'm saying, like really had to fight 100%. I feel like every time you just throw yourself out there, now you even better, and then it make them even more scared. Like, hold up, bro. He done ran through him. You feel me? So I think about it like, imagine if Sean Porter went undefeated. If he was smoking everybody that he fought, brother, he'd probably be the most feared. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
So that's just what I want, because I feel like I can do it. What we running from each other for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to fight Emilio Hernandez over there who ain't talking about nothing, but he got a good record. I want you, who they say is that guy. I want you.
Exactly.
Facts. What about you, Tess? Anything?
Oh no, man. I just want to say, appreciate you for coming on the platform, man. And we'll be looking out for you. And yeah, keep doing your thing, man. That's it.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. This was a great experience, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Just know, Boss and Head Podcast, man. This is family. this is a platform for you. So if Bill Haney don't finally say, hey, we want to, and if you want to come on here and make an announcement, you can. To everybody out there, PBC, Top Rank, the Zone, Match Room, everybody. Y'all keep looking for these 135 fighters to fight somebody, and they don't want to fight somebody, but you got Kdoe right here that says, bring the smoke. Bring
anybody, let's do it. Let's get
bring
it
the smoke. And one thing about Detroit, we're going to always have that grit. And, you know, when Kdoe had that fight, whether it's against Haney or anybody else, you know, we're going to be here. And, you know, how we always say, we keep it boxing, keeping the square circle. CJ, Tej, Grit the Boxing Enthusiast, Kiaryon, Kdoe Brooks. We out.
All right.
Yep.
If you taking jabs in life, you ain't got a puncher's chance. Watch me lay these hands like a preacher gained a bunch of fans. Ain't about who the favorite,